Komodo dragon swallows another goat on the hill, a special wildlife encounter. High on a rugged hill, where dry grass covers the rocky ground and the wind moves quietly across the landscape, an extraordinary wildlife encounter unfolds. A powerful Komodo dragon moves slowly through the terrain, searching for its next meal. The massive reptile is one of nature's most formidable predators, equipped with strong jaws, sharp teeth, powerful limbs, and an incredible ability to detect the scent of food from a considerable distance. On this particular day, its attention turns toward a goat moving across the hillside. The goat appears calm at first, unaware that a dangerous predator is nearby. The Komodo dragon remains low to the ground, moving carefully and patiently. It does not waste energy by rushing immediately. Instead, it watches, waits, and studies every movement. This patience is an important part of the hunting strategy of a Komodo dragon. The goat continues walking across the hill, occasionally stopping to feed on dry vegetation. The rocky landscape provides several places where the predator can remain partially hidden. As the distance between them becomes smaller, the tension begins to rise. The goat suddenly looks in the direction of the Komodo dragon. For a moment, both animals remain still. The goat senses danger and begins moving away. The Komodo dragon, however, follows. Its short but powerful legs allow it to move quickly when necessary. The goat attempts to increase the distance, but the uneven hillside makes escape difficult. Loose stones and steep sections slow the animal down. The Komodo dragon continues its pursuit, using its strength and endurance to keep pressure on its target. In the wild, encounters between large predators and prey can change within seconds. A single mistake can determine the outcome. The goat tries to find safer ground, but the predator keeps approaching. When the Komodo dragon finally gets close enough, it makes a sudden forward movement. Its jaws open wide, revealing rows of sharp, curved teeth designed to tear flesh. The goat struggles to escape, but the predator uses its powerful body and jaws to maintain control. The struggle is intense, but the Komodo dragon has a major advantage. Its muscular neck and strong jaws allow it to hold onto large prey. Komodo dragons are also capable of consuming surprisingly large meals. Their flexible jaws and expandable throats allow them to swallow substantial pieces of meat. After the struggle, the hillside becomes quiet again. The Komodo dragon remains near its prey, conserving energy after the chase. For the predator, the hunt is not simply about aggression. It is about survival. Food can be unpredictable in the harsh environment where Komodo dragons live, so a successful kill can provide enough nutrition to sustain the animal for a long period. The goat, meanwhile, represents a valuable opportunity for the predator. Komodo dragons are opportunistic hunters and scavengers, meaning they may consume animals they kill themselves as well as carcasses they discover. Their sense of smell plays an important role in locating food. Using their forked tongues, they collect particles from the air and transfer them to a specialized sensory organ called the Jacobson's organ. This gives the dragon an extraordinary ability to detect scents. On the hill, the Komodo dragon begins preparing to feed. It positions its body carefully and uses its jaws to tear into the meal. The animal does not chew its food in the same way humans do. Instead, it tears and pulls pieces of flesh, using its teeth and powerful neck muscles. Smaller pieces may be swallowed directly. During feeding, the dragon remains alert because other predators or competing Komodo dragons could potentially approach. Food attracts attention in the wild, and a successful kill can quickly become a valuable resource for other animals. The landscape surrounding the dragon appears peaceful, but the feeding scene demonstrates how demanding survival can be. Every day, predators must search for enough food to maintain their energy. Komodo dragons are ectothermic reptiles, meaning they rely heavily on external sources of heat to regulate their body temperature. Warm conditions can help them become active and improve their ability to hunt and move. The hill provides an ideal environment for basking, searching, and moving between different areas. As the dragon continues feeding, the goat's body gradually disappears beneath the predator's powerful jaws. Komodo dragons are famous for their ability to consume large portions of prey. In some circumstances, they can swallow surprisingly large pieces because their lower jaws and throat are highly flexible. The process can look dramatic, but it is a natural part of the animal's feeding behavior. Once the meal becomes easier to handle, the dragon begins swallowing larger sections. Its throat expands as the food passes through. The dragon may raise its head to help gravity move the food downward. This unusual feeding method allows the reptile to consume a substantial meal without spending excessive time chewing. After consuming a large amount of food, the Komodo dragon may become noticeably slower. A large meal can weigh heavily on its body, and the animal may spend hours or even days resting and digesting. This is another example of how predators have evolved to survive periods when food is scarce. Rather than hunting every day, a Komodo dragon can take advantage of a large meal when the opportunity appears. The hill now becomes the resting place for a predator that has successfully secured an important source of energy. The dragon may retreat to a quiet location where it can digest safely. But the story does not end with the meal. In the natural world, every successful hunt contributes to the larger ecosystem. The remains of prey can provide food for insects, birds, and other scavengers. Nutrients eventually return to the environment, supporting life in many different forms. What appears to be a single dramatic encounter is therefore part of a much larger natural cycle. The Komodo dragon itself plays an important role in its ecosystem. As a top predator and scavenger, it helps influence populations of other animals and contributes to the movement of nutrients through the environment. Watching such an encounter can be shocking, but it also provides an opportunity to understand the realities of wildlife survival. There are no easy meals in nature. Predators must spend energy searching, tracking, chasing, and feeding, while prey animals must remain alert to danger. The balance between these two sides of nature has existed for millions of years. On this special day, the hillside witnessed another example of that ancient struggle. The Komodo dragon's patient approach, sudden attack, powerful bite, and remarkable feeding ability demonstrate why this reptile has earned its reputation as one of the most impressive predators of the Indonesian islands. Its appearance may seem slow and calm, but beneath that heavy body is a highly adapted hunter. The encounter also reminds us that wildlife should always be observed responsibly and from a safe distance. Komodo dragons are powerful wild animals, and close interaction with them can be extremely dangerous. Their behavior should never be copied or deliberately provoked for entertainment. The most valuable wildlife experiences are those that allow viewers to witness nature without interfering with it. As the sun begins to move lower over the hill, the Komodo dragon settles down after its enormous meal. The wind continues across the dry grass, while the predator rests among the rocks. The dramatic encounter has ended, but the natural world continues around it. Other animals move through the surrounding landscape, insects search for food, and birds fly above the hills. For the Komodo dragon, however, the priority is now simple: rest, digest, and survive until the next opportunity arrives. This extraordinary scene shows the harsh but fascinating reality of life in the wild. A single goat became an important meal, while the Komodo dragon demonstrated the patience, strength, and feeding adaptations that have allowed its species to survive for generations. The hill may look peaceful again, but beneath that silence lies a powerful story of survival, instinct, and the endless struggle for food in the natural world.